I just can't get over the fact that the Mini 3 Pro is so extremely good for its size. I mean, everything that you just saw was shot entirely on the Mini 3 Pro in 4K 60 and 4K 30 10-bit HDR D-Cine-like. And this tiny palm-sized drone only weighs 249 grams and can also be purchased along with the RC controller with a built-in screen, which is also something that I highly recommend if you're getting the Mini 3 Pro. The RC controller has the built-in screen. It is it's the perfect controller if you ask me. I love it so much. And one of the issues that I had when I used my phone to fly the Mavic Air 2S in Hawaii is that it dims down because it's so warm. That's a big issue when you're flying, and I couldn't see anything. I could barely see anything on the phone, so I was forced to return to home. But I didn't have any issues with the RC controller at all. I believe this one has 700 nits if I'm not mistaken, and it's just the perfect controller for the Mini 3 Pro. Now the Mini 3 Pro also supports the RC Pro controller, so if you have the RC Pro controller, you can just get the Mini 3 like a standalone drone. You don't really need to buy a combo. So you can get the Mini 3 Pro and you can also get a few batteries and use your RC Pro controller if you have that laying around. If you don't have that laying around, I highly recommend this super lightweight controller. Wow, I love it so much. It's the perfect controller and I'm never going back to using a phone again. Now, even though this Mini 3 is extremely small, don't let the size fool you. This drone has the best image quality for its size and can shoot up to 4K 60 as well as 4K 30 10-bit with a D-Cine-like color profile. So, did DJI make a mistake by making the Mini 3 Pro so good? I mean, the average consumer, or for anyone not flying for commercial purposes, or for those traveling, you would only need the Mini 3 Pro, to be honest. This is the only drone that you would need. It has all the features you need in horizontal and vertical aspects, and you don't really need a team around you to capture the stunning and creative shots of yourself. With the built-in master shots and quick shots, and of course tracking, you can just highlight your subject or object and then you can start recording. It's simple as that, and it's extremely beginner friendly. I'm gonna say it again, it's the best drone I've used ever. But I don't want to sit here and talk about how good this drone actually is, because it's only words. I mean, I could do that for hours. But I want to show you a cinematic sequence that I shot in Hawaii with the Mini 3 Pro as well as the Sony a7S III camera. And this is actually what I'm using my drones for. It's for traveling. And to me, there's no better travel drone than the DJI Mini 3 Pro. wow, just wow. It's been a blast putting that sequence together, and I just, I'm still amazed over how amazingly good this tiny drone is. It's gonna be my only drone. I feel like I'm never gonna use the Air 2S again. It's just so good. And it feels like ever since I got the Mini 3 Pro, the Air 2S has been just dusting away, and it feels like I'm never gonna use the Air 2S again because this is all I need. This is all I need. And not to mention the RC controller. I mean, this is so much better than using a phone. The phone dims down, it's gonna be a big issue. It has always been an issue. I've never experienced any issues with the RC controller. If this breaks, I'm going to the store, picking up a new one instantly. I feel like I can't fly my drone without this controller. And one more thing is the noise coming from this. There's basically no noise. It's extremely quiet compared to the Air 2S. And if you don't want any attention at all, this is definitely the drone to go for. And not to mention the wind resistance. I mean, I put this to the test, like the real world test. I was flying this in Hawaii. And if you've ever been to Hawaii or Oahu and you've been at the Pali Lookout, you know, the gusts, oh man, these gusts coming from the Pali Lookout is extreme. It's like being punched in the face with an endless punch that doesn't stop at all. But the Mini 3 Pro actually punched back. I had no issues at all. Of course, I got a few warnings, but not as many warnings as I've gotten with the Air 2S here in Norway. So I'm extremely satisfied with the wind resistance of the Mini 3 Pro. I mean, I took this out on my paddleboard, open water, and launched it from my paddleboard as well. So small, so easy and convenient to use, stunning video quality, and the open water, Hawaii on an island, no issues at all with wind. But of course I had some minor issues. There is one thing I want to report, as I've said before, and that is the lens fog. The fog which you might get inside your lens. But one thing that I realized is when I'm switching out the original lens to or filter and change it out to an ND filter or clear UV filter. These are the ones that I'm using. These are from Freewell, and that actually solved the issue. I've had zero issues with a lens fog after I changed the filter over to an ND filter. And the ones that I use, Freewell, links down in the description below if you are looking for ND filters for your Mini 3 Pro. Now, I'm extremely happy that DJI made the Mini 3 Pro so good, like extremely good. It's the best drone that I've flown ever. But did DJI make a mistake by making this drone so good? So let me know down in the comment section below what you think of this drone and if you think DJI made it too good. Now, the Mini 3 Pro at the moment is the world's best drone if you ask me. With the small and portable size, the RC controller, one insane camera and no wind issues. I have nothing to complain about, to be honest. It's shooting stunning videos and 48 megapixel raw photos. It's the only drone I need next to the DJI Avata. I've also made a comparison of the Mini 3 Pro versus the Avata, which might help you if you're unsure whether to go for a standard drone or if you want to dive into the FPV world. Links will be down in the description below to that video if you want to check it out. So let me know your thoughts on the Mini 3 Pro. Are you still waiting for yours or have you been taking it out for some flights already? What is your favorite parts with the Mini 3 Pro and what could be improved? And as always, thanks for tuning in, and if you haven't subscribed already, that would be appreciated. Also give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and until next time, take care and I will see you soon.